This week, being the youngest, tennis, Ben Shelton, the Americans. We are out here. We are out here. NBA Summer League, NBA draft. It's been a couple weeks. We're going to do the damn draft. Quarterbacking. It's coming up this week. One star moments. They are here. Enjoy. It's a great episode.
Let's go.
Yo, aloha. Welcome to the One Star Recruits podcast. Checking in at 188. Back in the Portland studio. Getting closer and closer, Rip, to DK Jr.'s birthday. We're in the 3-week range. The 21-day or less range or so. You never know. Midsummer baby. Midsummer's Night's Dreams, Midsummer baby coming. Do you know what how are you doing, man? How are you, by the way? I was ready to go, ready to hit the baby talk right off the bat. How are you, my bald-headed baby friend?
I'm on countdown, man. July 31st due date. I'm on countdown, just waiting for this guy to arrive. It's actually not a huge difference. July 31st, August 1st, as far as like school age, little league age. If you could postpone him till September 1st, probably be ideal, but I don't think that's happening.
That's what I was thinking about. Pros and cons of a midsummer baby. So you nail. Okay, so that was the first answer. So optimal baby time, if you could do a number one draft pick of being birthed into this world, as far as the way the world's set up, let's say in the Western United States, September is the number one draft pick, is what I'm hearing from you.
You're an early September birthday. That's it. You're going to be the oldest in school. You're going to be the oldest in sports. September 1st is probably the best birth date on the planet, in the US at least.
You're getting the tallest. You're getting some advantages. Yeah, you're definitely getting some advantages in size. You're going to be bigger because you're the oldest, so smarter and oldest. So baby DK Cummins is going to be the youngest. End of July is going to put them into the youngest in their school year cohort, right? That is what I'm hearing, because it stops in May.
He's going to be a runt, and this is actually stuff you never think about. A lot of people don't think about. I had no idea about any of this stuff going in. I would have tried to plan it better if it could, but you can't always plan things. But yeah, DK Jr., man, he's going to be the youngest and
What
the
are some
smallest.
other ones? Okay, school, sports. Hit me with some other ones. What else am I not thinking of that I should be aware of with a non-September baby?
Let me give you a positive. If you put him in school early, right after he turns 5, he'll be the youngest in the class, but he'll also be the youngest when he graduates, which means I always lobby for this. It's another year of earnings. It's another year of income that those older September babies don't get. So he's got another year graduating early. He's got another year of earning potential for the long term. So that means compounding on the 401k. It means being a little younger, but also maybe a little more wealthy.
Hell yeah, I do like that stuff. We'll have summer birthday advantages. I can see that right off the bat. Warm weather, outdoor sellies going on with the summer birthdays. Also easier to get to social gatherings. So not a lot of things. So that's cool. So we'll mark that up as a good one too. You never know, Rip, with it all set up. Sometimes schools too, depending on where you live, are broken into the quarters and segments and whatnot. So we'll see. I was thinking about that pros and cons. The only thing I can bring back home is the party timing and maybe the holiday season proximity. Christmas is tough. Being a Christmas baby is the worst, Let's just hope for maybe good summer health. Summer for me means good health, maybe good emotional balance. What do you think about that one? Do you have any more emotional balance based on the month that you are born into?
If you're into zodiac and all that sort of thing, chakra, what is it? Reiki?
Yeah,
How
some
do you spell
Reiki.
that?
Throw some Reiki to DK Jr. right now for maybe an emotional balanced kid who sleeps.
I mean, born right after the 4th of July, hitting all those fireworks. I mean, the best thing for you is that I think you're going to have some balance between your anniversary, your wedding anniversary, I think is in September. Your birthday's early September. Your wife's birthday, not close to the baby. So as long as you don't have like 3 of those hitting you in like a 14-day span, I think you'll be all right.
Hell yeah. Good feedback, Father Rip, Father Time over there. The manager of managers. And we're going to talk about your All-Star Game managerial time, but you mentioned 4th of July, which passed. We're 2 weeks on the pod, so we're jumping around a little bit here. quality fourth. I just want to tie things together for the listeners and for you. Rack of the week a couple weeks back, maybe a month back, was my air fryer, my new air fryer. I just want to let the world know and you know that I successfully performed an entire 4th of July breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all done in the air fryer, every single item from start to finish. I did a 4th of July air fryer style. It was an incredible success. I'll give you the quick breakdown of how we did it. I first did cinnamon rolls in the morning. Terrific. If you haven't done that yet, parchment paper is your best friend, but cinnamon rolls cook up just brilliantly in that bad boy. Ran it back in the afternoon with hot dogs. Okay. Hot dogs in the air fryer. DK, how's that work? Just like you would think. Hot dogs in for about 4 to 5 minutes. They get just as glazed up as they would in any barbecue, any grass grill. I know, Rip, we're getting all the carcinogens. All the carcinogens are coming into us here, but we're doing it anyway. The Google said it's safe for me and my pregnant wife. So I know, Rip, I already know what you're thinking. But back to the dogs. 4 to 5 minutes, dogs, you get your bun out. I got the buns at Trader Joe's that are open on the top. I don't know why we didn't just do this years ago and cut the buns from the top. It just makes life so much easier. Side buns and the way it, no thanks. So the last minute, you put the dog in the bun, then put it in there. Perfect fucking toast on it. Wonderful. You can fit, I can fit 4 whole dogs and buns inside my air fryer. So threw those in there, diced onions, some condiments, a little bit of potato salad, which I just spiced up with a little extra mayo and some seasoning. Boom, nailed it. Flip to dinner, baked potato, 40 minutes in the air fryer. As soon as those are done, get them out, let them rest for a sec. Did a full filet mignon for wifey in the air fryer, Rip. And then I did a little bit of broccoli. So we had a veg. Complete in the air fryer. Here's the deal at the end of it. Here's the rating. Here's the truth of the matter. Everything that goes in the air fryer is pretty good. It's not great. Only thing that's great is reheated French fries. That is a fucking great 10 out of 10. Maybe reheating pizza is pretty damn close. Everything else in the air fryer is going to fall in the 5 to 7.5 range of food where you'll be happy with it, but it's not great. So there you go, dude. I'm using my shit. I'm doing life, and I'm giving you feedback. So I'm happy with the air fryer. Little slept on thing about it, you don't realize, lots of washing and cleaning kind of sucks. So there's the con. I mean, you're getting meat grease on the bottom of that thing and you got to wash it. If you let it sit, it's like letting a fucking smoothie cup sit. You're fucked.
I had a similar experience yesterday. I cooked a meatloaf in the toaster oven for about 20 minutes. I opened that thing up. There was so much grease and fat all over the tray. I almost had to throw the damn thing out, throw the tray out. The meatloaf was delicious, but I almost had to throw the tray out. But did you put the potato salad in the air fryer too? Is that what I heard?
Nope. Good question. I thought as I was saying that I fucked up because that's the one thing missing. And potato salad was just store bought. I just zhuzhed it up a little bit. However you say that. I spiced it up a little bit. You know, Rep.
You think
I love that you made meatloaf. Can I stay on meatloaf for just a quick second? Because you brought it up. I haven't said this to anybody in public yet, but I think it was the exact right thing to do with Arby's and horsey sauce. Do you care about this at all? Should I just tease people, or do you want to hear it?
Oh yeah, you made Arby's meatloaf, right?
I made an Arby's meatloaf. It's nowhere on the internet. Does not exist on the whole internet. Go Google, Reddit. Go to Reddit. Go to your AI. Meatloaf, Arby's meatloaf. Meatloaf using Arby's sauce. Meatloaf using horsey sauce. It's not on there. So you're hearing it fucking here first. I wanted to keep this to myself because it could have been like DK's little thing that I just never tell anybody. And they're like, fuck, DK does really good meatloaf. Anyway, horsey sauce. I love it. For those who don't know, Arby's is the most hated on place. People hate it. I don't mind it, but I don't love it. I do fucking love horsey sauce, and I love Arby's sauce. I don't care what you have to say, but it's delicious. Horsey sauce is just horseradish and mayo. Arby's sauce is like a vinegary, oniony ketchup. So made my meatloaf batter, which is veggies. I use crackers from the Toll House crackers for my breadcrumbs. Get those up, some egg in there. Difference in an Arby's meatloaf, You take one packet of horsey sauce, put it in your meat. You're getting not only moisture, you're also getting that horseradish flavor just to add some more umami. So hit that and then hit a little Worcestershire sauce. Fucking umami central and one horsey packs from your fridge, okay? And then you use the Arby's sauce in the glaze. Same way you would make a meatloaf glaze. You use ketchup, you little brown sugar, you melt it down. Some people put a little bit of vinegar in there. In lieu of the vinegar, just put a packet of the Arby's sauce in there, and you get a little bit. You still have a ketchup base. It's still a sweet sauce, which you want. You just get a little bit more of that Arby's flavor. Rip, it was 10 out of 10. We loved it. Kimmy is not even a horseradish person. You can't taste it. It just adds a little bit more oomph to the meatloaf. So Arby's meatloaf, if that becomes a thing, like Dairy Queen and Dairy Queen became a thing, we had it weeks before. Arby's meatloaf, I don't see why that couldn't even be an item on their menu that they sell. Nobody's selling, since Boston Market fucking went under, nobody does meatloaf. Give it a go, Rip. I think it would work. Do you have fucking Arby's sauce in your condiment drawer?
I don't. I haven't been to Arby's in over a decade, I think. I do like that sauce, but I haven't been there in a long time.
Works really well on meatloaf. Look at Food Podcast. That's good shit, though. It turned out well. Meatloaf has been a big thing in my household since we moved back to the States. I make it once a week. I think it's a slept-on item that makes very good sandwiches over the next week. And I don't understand why it gets hate. It shouldn't get hate. Is it because it's bad marketing? Is it a bad name for it?
I think so. And just the roast beef is not one of the like most appealing foods out there. So I think it just kind of turns people off a little bit. Roast beef is not like chicken. People aren't buying roast beef at the store by the pound anymore like they did in the 1970s. That's the problem.
Or meatloafs, because nobody wants a loaf. Loaf reminds people of deucing, or a bread loaf. I don't know. Marketing, man, makes the world go round. Vietnamese coffee. It's got me shaken up. The whole world's shaken up right now a little bit, Rep. I don't even want to. Lots of crazy shit going on in the world. You got to be safe out there. The people want to know, though, and we're going to stay talking about us here. You had your all-star debut. It was successful. You did some great coaching. You had some really good jokes in the huddle, some good motivational quotes that you repeated back on the last episode. They were top tier. Rip, one of the better Little League coaches, probably in your county right now. Okay, bro. Congratulations. How did it go? How was a championship game?
Oh, it was one of the best moments of my life, DK. And like all coaches, you want your team to play the best when it matters most. And proud to say we won our championship game 12-3. The best 7-year-old team in the Long Beach area in the 562 area code. For my money. And yeah, we played our best game in the title game, which is everything you could ask for as a coach. The moment we won, I felt a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. It was finally time to celebrate. I had been losing sleep. It was very stressful. I felt a lot of pressure to win, which is not what you should feel in a little league environment. But we raised the banner, DK. We're the District 38 7-year-old champions, and couldn't be more proud of this squad that I had the pleasure of coaching for over a month now.
Congrats. You did. You sent me a victory video. Everybody was very happy. Lots of tarps off on the 7-year-olds. That's the thing now. Jerseys off, right? Doing a little bit of, what was that? Some Martinellis that was being sprayed. Rip, you had your head coaches running around hitting some Martinellis.
It was a full party, DK. It was shirts off, jerseys off, which I didn't know was a thing with 7-year-olds. Steve's Lava Chicken by Jack Black just blasting through the speakers. We had full bottles of Martinelli's, which was another unexpected treat, spraying them all over the place, drinking what was left. And yeah, it almost felt like we won the 2025 MLB World Series. It was amazing.
Y'all looked very happy, man. Give some shout outs to your head coaches there, Rip. You got some good people who really stepped up for you on your squad right now. Put them up on the podcast. Let them know.
Yeah, a lot of people that saw the picture, I think, including you, DK, said that you love the fact there was like a 2-to-1 player to coach ratio. We had 14 players, and I think we had like 8 coaches. When you get that kind of support, it's hard to go wrong. So yeah, shout out to Coach Judd, Coach Thomas, Coach Adriel, Coach Scott, Coach Ethan, Coach Mike. There's too many. There's too many to list. DK, I could almost list the whole squad of players before I can list the coaches. But yeah, an amazing staff. Couldn't ask for a better group of guys. And I might be one and done though, man. The stress that I felt through that, I almost felt like I developed some sort of ulcer. Couldn't sleep at night. Found myself watching game tape and going to scout games of 7-year-olds in the area. We put a shift on for this left-handed leadoff hitter. It was almost like I was Bobby Valentine or Buck Showalter. It was kind of ridiculous to put that much kind of time into coaching 7-year-olds, but it worked out.
I like one and done, man. Let's pass that buck. Pass that buck over to Coach Judd. He's my favorite. Coach Judd, shout out, celebrating real hard out there in that video. It's a lot of smiling faces. Win or lose, you got to still teach the lesson, still go through it with the kiddos, but holy shit, is it fucking better to win. So this is what they ask competitive people, Rip. Do you love winning more or hate losing?
I think I love winning more. It's always a balance between having fun and winning and building that kind of culture. But like winning is a byproduct. I'm going to give you a bunch of coach speak here. It's fun to win, man. It's more fun to win. I don't like losing, but it's way more fun to win. Come on.
The opposite of Kobe Bryant, the opposite of a lot of killers. That might be why you're one and done, Rip. You won. So we won. We hit it, we go. You're better off doing little family trips and chaperoning field trips. If you ask me, if you want my professional friend opinion, you are a great man, Rip, but no need to take on extra stress in your life. You know what I mean? Keep floating down the Merced, bro. Keep taking the kids to the IMAX, to keep going and looking at the new dinosaur display, and let them know. And then you get to hop in and just spray some Martinellis and get back out there. Put in one ear pod at practice. Okay, listen to like a Joe Rogan podcast while somebody else does the heavy lifting.
That's what it is. I'm back to the dad role, back to podcasting with you, hopefully every week from this point on. And we'll see if DK Jr. throws a wrench in that. But I'm back, man. I'm back to being a dad. And, I'm not throwing in the towel completely on the All-Star thing, because now that I won, man, it's my title to lose. That next year, it's my title to lose.
So much coach speak. Nobody even really cares about this, bro. Where'd you take the kids to celebrate afterwards? Where'd they want to eat?
Shout out to District 4 Pizza, the best pizza in East Long Beach, Los Altos. District 4 Pizza, man. They got an arcade for the kids. You got them all cards to spend at the arcade. Nice cheese pizza, good crust to dough ratio, crust to cheese ratio. Yeah, District 4, man. Good beer, too. Good beer. Pitchers. One of the last places to serve pitchers.
That's sick. Dude, so you've elevated your whole life you guys are out of the Chuck E. Cheese zone. You guys have gone through the hardest part of childhood so far. You're into District 4 Brewery Pizza, winning championships, and floating down the Yellowstone River. This is what age group we've hit now. We're done with kids. You have young men.
Hey, and I got a new pair of shoes for my youngest the other day, and it cost $50, man. $50 for a pair of like shitty Nikes that you can't buy the $25 shoes anymore.
All of a sudden, you just are getting off my lawn, old man, on me out of nowhere. That was out of left field. We're complaining about shoe prices.
Well, it's because I was trying to transition because they are growing up and stuff's getting more expensive, man. But yeah, get off my lawn, man.
Get off my fucking lawn. Yeah, you got to buy shoes, dude. I bought some new tennis shoes. So, dude, my tennis game has leveled up quite a bit in the last 2 weeks. I had a shakeup. I thought my tennis career was actually over. I am having a hard time accountability, getting myself out there to find more people to play tennis with when I want to play. At the end of the day, I got to join some kind of men's league or group. It's got to happen. But I had this tennis coach. We're once a week. I was getting a little bit better each week. It was happening. Tennis was going. I got incredibly inspired by the French Open and now Wimbledon. Just very inspired. My tennis coach tells me he's moving to upstate New York. He's out of here. So I'm thinking, shit, I'm going to have to join a fucking men's league. This is it. I can't have my own coach anymore because this guy has just a college kid and it's cheap and it's just works out. Guess what, Rip? I got passed on to my next coach, the number 1 and the number 2 player at Portland State University, now DK's tennis coach. And fucking A, dude, I've gotten way better in the last month, Rip. Call me Yannick Sinner. I've gotten such a better backhand. This is no disrespect to my guy, Noah Goodman, by the way. If you need a tennis coach in upstate New York and you're just starting out, he is your fucking guy. But these dudes have me hitting some heavy balls, Rip. I'm motivated. I want to more than ever play tennis on like a grass court instead of these hot ass fucking American courts. But I ain't that mad at it. Shit is coming around. So I got this kid coming. My tennis game's very much in shape. Tennis has been super fucking exciting watching it. I don't know if you've had a chance. You're busy doing all kinds of shit. Have you had any time to sit down and watch any of this tournament?
I'm trying to get a little more interested to engage with you because I know you moved on from pickleball and tennis is your thing. Now I do know a little bit about this Ben Shelton guy. I saw that his girlfriend of I think 4 months now is Trinity Rodman. So
I
she's
knew you'd
there
like
supporting
that.
him.
I knew you'd latch onto that storyline. We like Trinity. We've been trying to get her on the show for a while.
I spent about 2 minutes thinking about how I could turn my kid into a star tennis player like that. And then all of a sudden I looked this guy up and his dad was a former professional player. His mom played in college. His dad is the head tennis coach at University of Florida. It's like, it's all genes, man. It's all genetics. My kid's going to be a podcaster and that's that.
Yeah, keep your eyes on Ben Shelton. There's a couple Americans still left here, and he's hit a stride for a 22-year-old right now. Lots of swag. And Rip, you were right. Trinity Rodman, who's the daughter of Dennis Rodman. I don't think they talk anymore, but she's there supporting her man. Holy shit, does she love him? Have you seen the internet looking at the ways that it's the way I don't even know how to say the name, but just I wish my wife looked at me that way. She loves this 22-year-old out there doing work. The tennis itself is just more athletic than it's ever been before. We're starting to hit this age where the real athletes, Ben Shelton, for example, very well could have played football or been a great goaltender or a really good quarterback or even tight end. But he decided to go this tennis route. Now you're seeing it. Obviously, Carlos Alcaraz is the name that you're going to keep hearing over and over again. Also, super young, low 20s, 22, I think. And Yannick Sinner, who's an Italian. So these names are going to keep coming up over the next 10 or 15 years. And there hasn't been anything really more exciting to watch tennis-wise that I can remember. You do have Novak Djokovic, who's the GOAT. He's in the top four, He's still out there playing, though. Actually, in this tournament, just if you want some more storylines to keep an eye on while you're watching, you can root for him. He's the number 6 seed. He's winning matches. He looks a little bit older, but still doing amazing things. He's looking for his 25th Grand Slam title. 25th Grand Slam, which is fucking nuts. So keep your eyes open that. Taylor Fritz is another American. If we want to root for Americans, Rip. Taylor Fritz won today. So him and Ben Shelton, who we already talked about. I don't think anybody's won this tournament in London since Pete Sampras back in 2000. Biggest bush in all of tennis, Pete Sampras. So we got that going on. How much money do you think you would win for winning Wimbledon, Rip?
Man, I looked at Ben Shelton's prize money. It was like over $7 million. I'm thinking Wimbledon is probably $3 million for first place.
Yeah, right about there. 3.1 million for the singles championship. So there's some money in there. Tennis, dude, it's coming up. I don't know. I love it. I'll tell you just why I love it. It gives me a cardio workout, and it also gives my brain a workout because I feel like there's no time to just kind of chill, like in golf or some other sports. Definitely running on a treadmill or jogging. Your brain's going and your body's going. So after an hour of playing tennis, you're pretty fucking beat, And the truth of the matter for me at 43, Rip, I'm fucking sleeping better when I play tennis. I just get better REM and I sleep better. So there it is. It's as simple as that. Also, I heard Matthew McConaughey say he plays tennis. That was all I needed. That's what he does to stay in shape. That's what I started to do. And I'm feeling the effects. Fucking 188, I'm looking like a young Jimmy Connors. Some people say when I'm hitting a heavy forehand. Some people say that.
Are you trying to eat more meatloaf to compensate for all the calories lost while playing tennis?
Shit, I got a pregnant wife.
It's a delicate balance.
I got a pregnant wife, so I'm just trying my best to hang in there with anything healthy. We wanted, what did she want? 2 nights ago, donuts. 8:15 at night on the 4th of July.
Perfect.
Wifey wanted donuts. We got it done. Sesame donuts. Shout out. She wanted particular old-fashioned donut. That's what wifey wants. That's what she got. We got 6 of those bad boys. I ate 3.
This baby's going to be 10 pounds. Honestly, what do you think you see first in your personal weight? 175 or 200? Well, give me the odds on you're 188 now. You're right in the middle. What do you see? 175 or 200?
175. This place that I live, the Pacific Northwest, motherfuckers stay active. It's so easy to stay active. There's so much going on, and I plug in right to all that stuff, especially in the summertime right now. So 175 is probably a little light for me, but 178 is where I'd want to be. I'll be there by the end of the year. It's 10 pounds, dude. This is straight up baby weight on me right now, and I know it. The days of eating fucking bags of Haribros and two things of hot tamales are past. Just kidding. I did that this weekend. Just one whole thing of hot tamales in my stomach 15 minutes before I went to sleep 2 nights ago. No teeth brushing. I don't even think it digested out of my upper orbital of my chest before I passed out on the couch. This will all stop in the future. Tennis has me pumped, dude. I'm watching this tournament on Netflix. There's a great fucking tennis documentary. 1-star documentary recommendation, listeners. Carlos Alcaraz My Way. They do a 3-episode series on Carlos. Biggest takeaway, dude loves chicks and loves to party. Best tennis player in the world, has been for the last 3 years. You want to see his personal life? He loves going to Ibiza and rubbing up on booties. So take a quick look, man. Take a quick look on that. On if you need a documentary, Rip. I know you probably got some Rex of the Week for some TV stuff. Actually, I got another one coming your way too. Rex of the Week. Stay tuned. We didn't talk draft. We haven't talked NBA Summer League. We at the 1-Star Recruits loves NBA Summer League. It's a new beginning. For Rip and I, we used to go to Vegas all the time, including go to the Summer League. It's now outgrown its britches. I don't ever want to go back to Summer League. I'll watch it on TV, but it's happening, which is exciting. We have the Cali Classic going on, which is in San Francisco. We have the Utah Summer League going on, which starts right before Vegas. I don't know why they do this to the Utah Summer League, Rip. Maybe you got an explanation. Do they purposely make it look like 1993 on TV and make it look shitty and make it feel like a shittier place? Is that purposely done?
Number one, if you're watching the Utah Summer League on TV, you got way too much time on your hands. You need to be out there playing more tennis. Number two, no, I think that's just how it is, man. I was in downtown Salt Lake a couple years ago, and it's just like a little bit of a time warp, man. It feels like
a little
1990s
drowsy.
back
You
then.
got Ace Bailey. You have these things. Just put the fucking lights on there. Bring out the cameras with the high pixels. Utah, it's like they purposely rolled out the Karl Malone and the Mark Eaton fucking equipment for this show. Like, fucking highlight your city, Ryan Smith. I don't know what they're doing out there for that. It's Summer League, by the way, Rip, is fucking wonderful to watch at 10 o'clock at night when you're trying to go to sleep and you just wanted something to fucking put you to sleep. Put on this deep Summer League. It's really fun to watch rookies. Don't disrespect 1-Star listeners out there. You know there's nothing better than watching first round draft picks get their first burn in the NBA. Rip, you know that's true.
I know all about Bryce Sensabaugh breaking the Utah Summer League scoring record, 37 points. But when Bryce Sensabaugh is scoring 37 points, DK, the competition just isn't up to the level for me to watch. But how about Con Knipple not making it down to Utah at that number 5 pick?
How about that, man? Him and
he was
Liam.
destined to be a Jazz.
The Disney crew goes to Charlotte. Him and Liam. They got the two whitest boys, man. Yeah, NBA draft. It was pretty good. We got Cooper Flagg went number 1 overall from Duke and from Montverde Academy, by the way, which I did some research on. Holy shit. What a powerhouse that place is. That's where you got to get your kids going to. Montverde fucking Academy. Anyway, Dallas. So here we go. Kyrie Irving could be coming back, could be doing some things, but Cooper ended up there. Utah took a risk. We talked about it. They did not get their guy, my guy, Rip's guy, Con Knipple. He slid down to Charlotte. Brooklyn Nets did some weird shit. What do you think, Rip? What jumps out at you? Here in Portland, everybody's shooken up, and we still are, but we love this draft pick. We reached, and the Portland Trailblazers did a reach for Yang Hansen at number 16, Chinese player. Big 7-foot Chinese player out here in Portland, just eating pupusas, lifting weights, fucking loving it. He's ready to go ball. He's ready to get out there with this defensive juggernaut we're building in Portland. catch him on the PDX remix. No, this is a G leaguer here for the next 2 years. People seem to be excited though here. So the NBA draft was pretty good. Our Phoenix Suns, number 10 pick, we got in there. We got a center. Where you at, Rip? Where do we feel with the NBA draft?
Wasn't the Yang Hansen the guy who was sitting in the crowd? Looked like just a fan, and he
Sitting
got
up in Club
drafted
200.
sitting in the crowd.
Nope. Sitting up in the crowd, Club 200, unexpected. I mean, such a Portland move.
That can never be a good thing when you're basically drafting a guy just out of the bleachers over there. There's no way that guy's going to average more than 2 points in his career.
Worked out for some the Valkyries in the women's basketball league. People hate it when I shift into women's league. Dude, they were taking players out of the fucking crowd. There's a couple girls there supporting Caitlin Clark a couple years ago who just got drafted just for being friends with Caitlin Clark. The thing is, if you're 7 foot, you're probably going to get drafted, but it was a little bit of a stretch here. You know, we're excited moving forward with this defensive juggernaut here in Portland. Things are going around. Phoenix Suns, a little bit of movement here with Bradley Beal trying to get bought out, trying to find a new home. We got Malawatch coming in from Duke. Duke, big man, always mid is the only explanation that I have that I can explain. Expectations are pretty high. He was very emotional. He seems like he very much wants to be great and be in Phoenix and be part of a rebuilding thing. I don't know if we'll see him hop right in and be a decision maker, but I'm okay with that, Rip. How you feel about that draft pick at 10? It's for Kevin Durant, essentially.
I'm good with it, man. Look, we've talked to quite a few Duke guys on this podcast, Trajan Langdon, Shane Battier, and those guys are all top-notch humans. I assume Malawatch is the same. And the intriguing thing to me is I don't think he started playing basketball till he was 16. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. So I think the upside is really there for him to improve and be a really good player in the NBA. So finally, we have a good front line, I feel like. We haven't had one since probably Ayton left a few years ago when we got to the finals, but still need a point guard, man. You got to call in all point guards.
Colin Gillespie, you mean? Is the end, is what you should just say. Colin Gillespie. There you go. Step on up. We're rebuilding. All good. We'll get off basketball, though. We'll get back to it as soon as the season starts again. NFL coming hot and heavy. We'll get into draft mode coming up next month. We'll skip on that this week, though. Get it right into. Actually, though, if you do want to get your NFL fix, back to one-star documentaries, Rex of the Week's quarterback is also up on Netflix, Rep. They have this year Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, who was crying like a baby already. I think those are the Marcus Mariota, Hawaii to Oregon's finest. They follow the quarterback around, check out their whole life, their whole thing. Biggest takeaway so far: Patrick Mahomes has an adult haircut. Rip. He's done with the mullet. Approve or disapprove? That haircut is over, right? Is that you got the kids? Are they over the haircut with the bushy back with the shaved sides like Mahomes?
I can't stand it. Every time I see it, it looks ridiculous. Some of these pro athletes are really, they don't understand their role models. And if they have that haircut and they're doing well, like kids want to emulate it, but it's terrible. It's the worst.
Are you seeing that? Are we starting to see the end of maybe the broccoli haircuts, or are they getting worse from what you can see with the youth?
I see we have 500 kids in our little league. I see about 4 of those, and I will never draft a kid with a mullet.
Oh, it's off draft. They're off the draft board right there. You won't even do an interview if you see it.
They're off the board. It's a sign of immaturity. It's a sign of bad decisions. It'll never be I'll never have one on my team.
That's their parents making those decisions at 7. They're not making that decision. They're not out there picking their own haircut. They're not going to sports clips and asking for the Tom Brady, which I've done before.
Then you're going to have parents that are problems too, yelling at umpires, probably doing drugs in the stands. I'm out.
He's out. Yeah, so keep your eyes on quarterback, Rip. You got to get your fix on Netflix. I like all that stuff, just like the Alcaraz show where they go behind the scenes with the athletes. I don't do a lot of Netflix stuff, but I do like the sports documentaries when they come out. The only thing is I can only take about 2 or 3 episodes before I'm over it. So there you go. You got a couple. There you go. A couple Recs of the week for docs. Rip, I don't usually do that. That's usually your genre of TV watching. What's your 1-star moment of the week, Rip? We all have them.
1-star moment of the week. Actually, the last 2 weeks, probably the last 2 years, we haven't had an episode in 2 weeks. But this has been an ongoing issue, DK, and I'm going to admit it. It's something I say at the beginning of every episode going into the show. I think Tom Brady was the one who actually started this thing after a big play, a wild celebration. You can guess it, DK. It's let's go, let's go. So it's turned over in the last 5 years. It's turned into something that all these athletes say, all these coaches say after any good play, and I feel like it's just done. I think we got to do better. We got to come up with something new. I can't say let's go at the beginning of every episode anymore. I can't say it after we win a Little League championship. Listeners,
you're
come
right.
up with something better.
I'm at the point with Let's Go where it's so overused and it's become so washed down. My dad got a crown put on his tooth 29 yesterday. I got the summary text of that crown being put on and how he's feeling. My response text was all caps, let's go. Let's go has become the Facebook of sayings. It's washed.
It's totally washed. We got to do something better, and it's up to us to come up with something, because until we come up with something better or something new, everyone's going to keep using it, and it's totally overdone.
I'm kind of okay. If I think what I like in lieu of that right off the bat, I don't know why, but I do go right to a dog bark. Ho, 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 ho. Possibly.
Bring back the dog bark. Bring it back from the 90s.
Ho, 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 ho. You know, just a quick dog bark, just to get everybody pumped, shake the room up a little bit. But that's something that people would have to think twice about, you know, if like you're standing in Southwest line and you're C23 and somebody comes and checks and shows you their phone and they're C24, you're like, oh, let's go, you know, because that's how washed it is. You'd be like, oh, let's go. We're behind. Let's go. We're both in C23, 24, completely washed. They show you that you're in front of them, just right in their face, and then they won't even fucking talk to you. It's over.
So let's use the next 7 days as a trial period. Anytime we would normally say, let's go, let's try different things. It could be a dog bark. I don't know if you sent your dad the text for the crown to celebrate. Would you just send like the dog emoji? You can't really. You voice record yourself barking and send that to him.
Yeah,
we got to try new things.
I want to say hooray too is another word that comes to my mind right off the bat, like a good hooray. You know, is that in play, or is that too? That's too like English Roman literature. Hooray.
Yeah, that's hundreds and hundreds of years old. I don't think it's making a comeback.
Well, give me some examples of what does your instincts tell you when you think of substitutions? What's your first instincts? Go ahead. Just say it.
Right now it's quack quack, like the Oregon Duck. It's quack quack.
Quack quack. Hit them.
But I don't think it's gonna stick.
You should try with your kids. Just catch them out of nowhere. If like just like something good that like they do a good math equation. Just do a fist pound and hit a quack, quack. Just see what they say.
Man, we got to do better, DK.
That was good from your gut, though. I know. That's what I mean. Quack, quack. It's not it, but if that's what's inside of you, let your freak flag go. Just say it, you know? It's pretty good. That's a pretty good fucking peeve, dude, because I'm over LG. I don't even want to say it right now. I'll say LG. I'm not even going to say the word because it has become the Facebook of sayings. So has mid. So has all these words. It's time that we take them back. We bring them back. Maybe we can start doing the Snoop Dogg thing where you just say Dizzle, and that was the worst too. Please, God, let's not do that again.
It can't be something recycled. It's got to be something new. Even Let's Go was new when Tom Brady started doing it with the fist pump, like in the huddle after a play, after a touchdown. Like that was new back then. So we got to come up with the equivalent.
Is Heyo in play? Like a Heyo?
No,
like
it's recycled. That's another
That's
recycled. Yeah, we got to come up with something new, man.
Icy. That was icy.
Take the week to try it. It's not going to happen on this episode. Take the week to try it, and we will announce our winners next week.
All right. I'm going to put some thought into that one. That's good. The biggest challenge is when it comes to your mind, you just have to say something else too. Maybe record a couple of those things. Maybe we bring back fart sounds, loud fart sounds. Everybody loves those. That's stupid. 1-star moment of the week for me is a callback. So the callback from 2 weeks ago is when I got in a verbal altercation with a homeless man at the park for peeing on the memorial, and I didn't like it. Follow up on that whole incident was there was a cop doing just cop traffic stuff in one of my neighborhoods, and I walked past him, and I just double checked with the police officer that if somebody's peeing on a memorial in this fine city that I live in, do I have anything that I could do to like don't pee on the memorial? The answer is no. You're allowed to pee anywhere in the city as long as you don't show your wiener. So there it is. So one star moment of the week for me was that once I had that interaction with the homeless dude, yelling match, semi chase, and then I think he put a homeless curse on me. In fact, I know he put a homeless curse on me. He put a homeless curse on me after this verbal match, this verbal altercation. He threw up the homeless curse and it hit me and it hit my dog Abby. Immediately after that, she went on a 3-day eating fast. So decided she wasn't going to eat anymore. Just spooked me a little bit. I went back to the spot of the altercation. Homeless man was not there, but I made peace with him in my mind. Okay. Quack, quack. Quack, quack, Rip. Quack, quack. and and I made peace. I let that shit go. I said, you know what? You're allowed to pee anywhere in this fucking city. Shame on me for raising my damn voice. Respect to the veterans at this memorial. I will keep representing. If I see anything that is too hideous, just know that peeing's now okay. I will not be peeing on the memorial, but just know that it is legal by the stances of that. And I release all into the history of the world. Okay. Quack, quack. I put it out there. I released it. I got my dog some salmon kibble instead of fucking chicken kibble. We're in the Pacific Northwest, Rip. What happened was Abby just changed her fucking diet plan. We don't live in Hawaii anymore. She doesn't want to eat chicken anymore. We live in the Pacific Northwest, and she wants to eat Pacific salmon. So that's what she fucking got. Okay. So one star moment of the week is that I had to go relieve a curse of the homeless man to get back on track, and I did. So here I am. That's what stage of life I'm in. If I'm overthinking stuff or whatever, but I need good mojo going my way the rest of this month. Quack, quack.
You found him and basically apologized to him?
No, I found the area that we got into the altercation. He was nowhere to be found, but I was prepared I was prepared for that.
Like exercising your demons, I guess.
I had to get the curse off. I know he cursed her. I swear, in his ramblings, it was like he was speaking in tongues. He did an ancient dog food curse of any dogs that had any ancestry to Oaxaca, Mexico, and it affected my dog Abby directly. So I had to relieve the curse.
That's deep, man. Let's just move on. What's your recommendation of the week?
Recommendation of the week. I fell into this and I thought it was going to be a huge fucking fail, and to my chagrin, to my surprise, it was a huge W. I was out in another suburb. I don't know what I was doing. I was in the suburb of Hillsboro, Oregon, home of Phil Knight. Very nice suburb. Like everything's very nice out there. Pregnant wifey's hungry. Need some food. Threw out Indian food. She said yes. I went into the Indian food place. Realized when I got in there, it is a Southern Indian food restaurant, not what we're used to with Northern Indian food. Rip is like tikka masala, Peg Sanier. I don't know if I'm saying that right. All the stuff that we're used to, the Indian food that we love, the naan bread, the stuff that's in the buffet and normal Indian food life. Southern is vegetarian, so not the normal stuff. But I took a fucking risk. I took a big risk. I got 2 masala dosas. Okay, Rip, which is essentially like an Indian crepe rolled up, and then it's stuffed with potato curry and vegetables. And it's served with these different sauces, a mint sauce, a chutney sauce, and then like this yogurt sauce that you could put on it. Big risk, brought them home. Dude, wife's new favorite Indian food. She totally loved it. Loved it enough that she wanted it 2 days later. So my rec of the week is to try yourself a masala dosa. If you haven't before, they're very fucking delicious, very unassuming items I wouldn't get. And they're also like 2.5 feet long, and they're like big ass fucking crepes. I just don't know if people know about them. No disrespect to the entire country and world and people who totally do. But one stars out there, I just don't think know about them. So if you ever find yourself in that situation, give a masala dosa a try. If you like crepes, like savory crepes, give it a try.
All our listeners in India foaming at the mouth right now, DK.
Have you tried? Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen them?
No, I try to Google it, but you got to give me a spelling tip here. Masala.
Masala, dosa, DOSA, 2 words. Rip, you're the exact person that I'm talking to, not people of Indian descent who already know about this gem. But shit, if you like potatoes, Everybody likes potatoes. You can mix them with some veg. It's just a
Yeah,
sleeper dish that,
looks like a crepe taco here.
yeah, it's like a sleeper dish that you probably wouldn't run into. But if you just find yourself in that environment, the more you fucking know, you know. Now you know this is delicious. It's a safe item to order. If you're ever in a Southern Indian place and you're like, oh fuck, boom. DK said the masala. Oh yeah, boom. Very fucking slept on thing. Delicious.
All right, I'm in. And I have another food rec for my rec of the week. So it's a big food week, July 4th. It's it's hot dogs, it's masala dosas. For me, DK, we just got back from camping again up in the beautiful Yosemite National Park. So it's camping season, the summer, the weather's nice basically everywhere, most places, and camping season to me means s'mores, especially for the kids. But the big problem I've always had with s'mores is that you roast the marshmallow, and then what happens? You take the graham crackers, you put the marshmallow in the graham cracker, and then you break off a piece of chocolate. But the marshmallow is squishy, the chocolate is hard. To me, the chocolate needs to be melted. So my wife grew up doing this method. So my recommendation of the week is going to be you take a piece of foil, you put a graham cracker in, you put the chocolate in, you put the marshmallow on top, and you put the other graham cracker in. You wrap up that foil in like a square in the shape of the graham crackers. You place it on the fire for about 3-4 minutes. You pick it up, everything's melted inside. The marshmallows gooey, the chocolate is melted in between the two graham crackers. So it's a true s'more. The problem with hard chocolate against soft marshmallow, it never works for me. That's how 90% of the world does it, 90% of America. But if you can melt everything together, I think that's the winning formula.
Great summer treat, one of my favorites. To bring the air fryer back into it, if you want an evenly done s'more, fucking graham cracker. You know what a lot of people do, Rip? Take the chocolate out and they just put a piece inside of the marshmallow in the middle and put the marshmallow back on.
They actually make marshmallows with chocolate embedded inside them now. I can't remember the brand. It's one of the like Kraft or something, but they're not very good. It's just laziness to me. But yeah,
laziness. If you do it on your own, though, yeah, you could. It gets. What I like is a contained. I like a contained s'more. I don't like making a mess at this stage. So I like anything you could contain a little bit. The air fryer, though, if you want a lazy man s'more, there's nothing better than doing them on the open fire. They taste fucking just way better. But that damn air fryer, man, will just give you a nice even glaze. Like if the kids are doing a good day, maybe we're chilling for the night. You want to do a s'more surprise. Even throwing them in the oven for 350 and letting them just fucking melt down in there. Good one, Rip. Surprise, wifey isn't concerned with the carcinogens from the foil, though.
Oh yeah, we get all kinds of carcinogens off the campfire. It's a risk you take while you go camping.
Heavy carcinogens going on in there at the campfire. Dude, top 3 moments of Yosemite. Go.
Man, floating down the Merced River, looking up at Half Dome, looking up at the trees, just the peaceful sereneness of that.
Anybody take a public deuce in the river or have to do it? Did you do an outside dig a hole deuce?
No, they actually have pretty good bathrooms up at housekeeping camp up there. Pretty clean. I think my oldest son held his poop for like 3 days. He's not a big fan of public restrooms, but for me I was regular. Yeah, the s'mores. You know, the bathroom. The bathrooms are good up there. So no deuces in the river, but yeah, that river's amazing. Water's pretty cold, but super clear. Number 2, I'd say bike ride, man. Bike riding is huge in Yosemite. They have really nice paved bike paths that go all around the Curry Village up there.
You go helmet or no helmet on that bald head?
I go helmet just to set a good example for the kids because they're already complaining about having to wear helmets when they see these teenagers on e-bikes just floating around and getting hit by cars.
Those with no fucking helmets. Teens on e-bikes, yeah. And you're on you got to make it look cool. Good man.
Number 3, I think I'm going to say the campfire, man. Everyone loves a campfire. It's a good place to gather. There's some places up there that don't allow fires, and I wouldn't stay at those because it's a vital part of camping to me. Is being
what was your best fire. What was your best dad moment? Did you get the tent done on your own? Did you catch a fish and bring it back to camp? What was your biggest dad win of the moment where you felt just like an ultimate fucking dad?
Biggest dad win was we've had this giant inflatable Intex boat for 12 years. We probably brought it out 4 times in 12 years. I lugged it up there. I blew the thing up. I got it out on the river. It fits 5 people. We got so many compliments. It was the biggest boat out there. It's huge. It's like 20 feet long. It's inflatable. So we brought it out there. Problem was, it's been sitting in the garage for 10 years, DK. Had some holes in it that we didn't know about. Still made it down the river about 5 times, but at the end, man, that thing is so hard to carry around. What I did at the end, I just dragged it to the dumpster and threw it in the dumpster. So that whole package right there was the proudest dad moment because the kids loved it.
You got some use, bro. 10 years, one run, 10 years into the trash can. There's the lesson in more shit, people, but well done getting. All you need is one good memory out of that fucking thing, and you got it.
That's it.
Well done, bro. Rips Reacts, hit the music. Rip, what do you think will have a bigger impact on the NBA next season? Bradley Beal finding new life with a contender, maybe the Nuggets or the Clippers after a buyout, or the Phoenix Suns resetting their roster and future by finally moving on from this fucking experiment, which will have a bigger impact on the league next year?
I'm going to give you a different answer because I'm not sure that outcome is going to be solidified. I think there's an argument to be made that, and shout out to Gary from Phoenix bringing this up the other day, is I think there's an argument to be made for just keeping Bradley Beal on the Phoenix Suns. If they waive him now and stretch him, they don't get the benefit of having him on the team as a bench player. But if they keep him, it's going to cost them less in the long run. They have a roster spot. Even if he averages 10 points a game, he might be an asset to have on the team. And with his no trade clause, it's going to be, I think he's down to the 4 teams you said. It makes it really difficult for them. So I think there's an argument to keep him on the roster for another year.
It's the battle of egos going on there with Ishbia. Let the lesson be learned out there to the kids there. Never do the no trade clause, okay? Just never. You always got to have outs. You always have to have options in the NBA. Staying in the NBA, Rip, if you were Jonas Valanciunas, would you rather stay in Denver as Nikola Jokic backup or pack your bags for Greece and become a superstar with Panathinaikos?
I'd rather stay in Denver. It sounds a lot safer than Greece. I don't know the stability in Greece right now, but it's very close to some war zones over there. And I don't think being Jokic backup is a bad thing. Valanciunas, he can still get in 25 minutes a game, live in a great city, and play for a winning team.
Me neither. I don't understand this. This seems like the best case scenario for an older NBA big man. You get to compete for an NBA championship alongside Nikola, which is like the best backup position you can have. You get a secured NBA salary, which I don't know what the minimum is now, 10 mil, with top tier facilities and like NBA exposure. I don't see what he's doing. Maybe he loves feta cheese. Maybe he wants to be the fucking man. Definitely going back to Greece, you could be the man, be the top guy on his squad. I mean, experience living in Greece is fucking probably cooler than living in Centennial, Colorado. But, you know, I don't really understand it, dude. This seems like the perfect fucking situation for him. Any other city or situation, I would actually understand going to Greece, but I don't get it, Rip. I do not get it. Texas Tech, Rip, they just signed an offensive tackle to a $5.1 million deal. They're reportedly going to land the number 1 recruit as well in 2027. This is Texas Tech. So if you were 17 years old, Rip, and a 5-star recruit, would you choose a massive guaranteed contract from a mid-level program like Texas Tech, or would you take less money to go to maybe a powerhouse? It seems like each team's going to have a cap around 20 million is kind of what the tea leaves are reading now. So these mid-tier teams are doing guaranteed money. These larger powerhouse teams can't really do the spread out thing, if that makes sense. So if you're 17 and what you want to do the college experience, what are you doing?
I think it depends on everyone's situation, but Texas Tech isn't a bad place to be. I think they just gave that women's softball player another $1 million to stick around another year. It's a pretty good sports program. And again, I think it just depends on everyone's situation. To get $5 million, if you invest that the right way, you could set yourself up for life just based on that. So it depends on the specific situation, but Texas Tech isn't a bad place to be.
It's all changing so much. It's all the tennis world is starting to get into it too, because they have these weird amateur to professional deals where you can't play in certain tournaments. However, there's starting to be a budget in college sports, especially for these bigger schools, for NIL money now to be in other programs like tennis. So they're having to make these decisions. Lots of changes. We'll keep you up to date as the year goes on and the next kind of cycle of NIL, because it's something that we like to dig into every football season. Stay tuned for next year. Last one, Rip. Dana White and UFC planning to hold a fight at the White House lawn next year as part of the America's 250th anniversary. They want 25,000 people. Sounds crazy, but Jesus, this is the world that we live in right now. Like the Roman gladiators, we're gonna do a battle at the fucking at the town square, Rip. So here's my question: if you can plan any sporting event at any national landmark or historical site, what would you choose and where would you host it?
Let's go Savannah Bananas game in the Roman Coliseum. Right, bring it back. Savannah Bananas, bring the most entertaining brand in sports. Bring it to the oldest venue in the world, the Roman Coliseum, that I don't even know is playable at this point. Probably desecrating landmarks left and right, but let's do it, man. It'll be made for TV right there.
Bring it back. I sometimes play this game when I'm looking at beautiful nature, and I think, if I created a golf course in this beautiful nature, how would it be? So I might want to just see a U.S. Open at the place you were just at. U.S. Open at Yosemite.
There is a golf course there. There is a golf course on Highway 41, right inside Yosemite National Park.
Maybe you have to think fucking bigger then, man. Who knows? Look at that. All these fun facts on this episode, big guy. Good shit. We'll be back hopefully next week. If not, next couple weeks. Could have a baby here. Could not. We're going day by day right now. In the meantime, we love you so much. Thanks for sticking with us. 1-star recruits, hit us with 5 stars. Hit us with a review. See you next week.
One final time. Give us some suggestions for go. Give us some alternatives. Quack, quack. See you next week.